What's going on, guys? I got a couple projects I'm working on today. First off, my AC kit showed up for the Jeep, so I'm going to be going over what it all takes to convert the R12 system over to R134. We'll get started on that here in a little bit, but there's the box. It showed up, so we're going to get that going. Get some AC back in this thing. Obviously it's a Jeep, so it's not like AC is like a huge priority, but we're in Texas, and you know, it's really when you're stopped, if you're in stop and go traffic, or you know, if you're out wheeling, it gets kind of hot, you know. So this thing will finally have some AC in it. But yeah, the real thing I'm excited about, though, we'll get to that later in the next video, is I got the wheels for my truck, so it's all set up now. I'm not a big fan of fuel wheels, but the truck, when I bought it, came with those. You know, I like their Ford series, but just their one piece and two piece, I'm just not a big fan of it. So here's the old wheels and tires. If anyone's looking for some 8x6.5 fuels, I can't remember the pattern on this one. I think it's called Crank or something like that. I don't know. I just hate these big lugs on here, bolt heads. Tires are brand new. They're Toyos. I mean, literally, they don't even have probably more than 4,000 miles on them. Still full tread and everything. The wheels are in decent shape, but they're 20x10, 8 on 6.5. Don't have sensors in them. I pulled them out to put them in my new wheels. But yeah, I got that going. So just kind of show you the stance on this thing real quick before I show you the actual wheels I got. But I went pretty wide. This is the widest wheel I've ever bought. So you can see the truck right there. I mean, it looks huge. And it's pretty crazy. The tires are 355s. I mean, it's like two of my hands. This truck's almost as wide as my dually was. I had a 2018 dually on some American Force 22. I think they're 8 1/4 dually wheels. I can't remember exactly how wide they are. The dually wheels are a little less wide than normal stuff, but yeah, that had 12.5s on it. Obviously, you have 4 tires in the back. This only has 4 total. So, but one thing I did discover, drive-throughs are pretty much no longer an option. So I tried going through one today. Luckily, it had light curbs. They weren't super tall, but I did feel one of the wheels hit it. Luckily, no curb rash or anything, but I guess the tire, not the wheel. But anyway, so yeah, just you know, obviously I went for a couple different options. I guess American Force right now is going through a purchase. I guess Wheel Pros bought them. I guess they were bought up by MHT a year ago or so, and then Wheel Pros bought them. So it's a big wait. The dealership I work at, I mean, I've ordered a couple of sets right now for some customers, and you know, they're pretty delayed right now. So just taking a while to get them, but I'm sure that'll change once they get everything moved. I think they're moving to North Carolina is what I heard, but nevertheless, so I bought them used. Last couple sets, you know, I bought new, but it just sucks having to wait, you know, 10 weeks or whatever to get the wheels. So I decided to just bite the bullet. I found some on Facebook Marketplace. Just went with something a little different. So I'll just kind of show you what I got right now. Like I said, these are 355 40/22 tires. They're nittos, but I went with specialty Fords this time. Yeah, I found a good deal on these. They're in good shape. They need a real good polish. Had my buddy from San Antonio come up and get them knocked out for me. He got them. I mean, these lips are gigantic on this thing, but he got them looking great. You can kind of see there. The wheels aren't perfect. I mean, like I said, they're used, but I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy with them. Man, I always leave these lights on. I got these background lights on these rigids, and I always just leave them on all the time. I always forget to turn them back off. Better shot of it right there too, so you can kind of see what the pattern looks like. I looked it up already. I can't remember the exact name of the pattern on this thing, but I mean, you can just tell how deep the lip is on this thing. Let me grab my phone real quick and Like, that's my phone right there. I mean, that's an iPhone Plus. So it's almost 2 iPhone Pluses deep. So you can kind of see. I just have a thing for polished wheels, man. They're a pain in the ass to keep clean and, you know, keep up, but just something about them. I was kind of worried how the black bumpers would look against the white, you know, because obviously the black wheels, the truck was kind of blacked out before, but now it's, you know, polished wheels. They're 22x16's. Like I said, it's the widest wheel I've ever put on a truck. All my other wheels were 22x12s, 20x12s. You know, never really got anything wider than 12 wide. But I figured I'd give it a shot. So far, it's pretty cool. I mean, the truck is incredibly stable going on turns, obviously, because the thing's super wide. But you know, I'm liking it. I mean, you know, that's not to say I might not change it. You know, I may wind up powder coating the wheels gloss black. You know, but then again, I don't normally keep trucks that long, so I keep telling myself I'm gonna keep this one. You know, I'd have some plans next year that I'd like to do, but you know, we'll see what happens. But man, for now, it's funny, I kind of joke, I call this the cheapest truck I've ever bought, but it's still a really nice truck. It's kind of hard to see back there. I got a bush, but yeah, any questions, man? I'm not running any spacers. Something I kind of figured out, it's like all the people that run, you know, 14 wides, and there's very few people running 16 wides, but everyone always runs like 2-inch spacers on them to kick them out further, and I don't know why you do that. Maybe you still don't have to lift the truck so high. I mean, this truck has a 6-inch lift on it. I mean, you can see how it sits. There's no spacers on this truck. This is just the wheel bolted to the hub. No spacers. I have barely a little bit of rub. I mean, it's full lock when it does. I mean, you can see there on the bottom of the flare, it's kind of taking some of the paint off. So it's not that bad. It really isn't. But I guess that's why people run 2-inch spacers, so they can kick the tire way out, so they don't have to worry about it rubbing. But I don't know. I don't want to replace hubs like every year. So yeah. Overall, I'm happy with it. If you have any questions on the setup, you know, I'm gonna be getting with some people, man. I got a couple of buddies that do YouTube and stuff, and I'm hoping I can get some roller shots of this thing, because it looks dirty, super dirty. I mean, like I said, I keep saying I'm happy with it, but man. Yeah, anyway, stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be on the Jeep. If you ever wanted to know how to convert your R12 system to R134, we're going to find out. I haven't done it before. I'm not really super well versed in it, but like I said, I contacted Jeep Air, and they sent me a kit. Surprisingly, if you go to their website, they have a ton of information on the AC systems. You know, it looks pretty straightforward. We're going to find out. You know, like I said, I'm not reading any instruction manual, but like any car, right? If you're replacing parts, they go back on the same way they came off. So pictures and memory, that's what I utilize. But yeah, we'll get started on that here shortly. And thanks for watching, man. Hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, any comments, anything that you want to see, you know, like I said, I got a couple of buddies' cars that I'm gonna do some videos on. We got one that's getting a C8 that's getting a custom nitrous system right now, brand new. Got a little LS Impala, LS Swap Impala. It's my boss's. I'm gonna try and get a video of it. The car's pretty dirty. It's on, I think it's on Forge Line wheels. It's air suspension. It's getting like a 416 in it from Texas Speed with an automatic. It's gonna be dirty, but I'm sure he'll be fine with me doing a video on it. But other than that, just stay tuned, man. Like, subscribe, and other than that, peace out.